blank girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings design blank girl. Watch me make wearable art. Custom, unique, exclusive designs with her in mind. Handmade jewelry by Totally Design.
Hey YouTube family, it's Kaysa from Totally Designs, aka Earring Blank Girl. Tonight I'm going to be painting stars. So I have my earring blanks before me right now. Here they are. I am going to be using multiple colors today. I'm going to add a little bit of this white that I have here. I'm going to be using white. Alrighty, that's a good amount there. I am going to also have black somewhere in the scheme of things. Don't know where. Don't know when and don't know how. But we are going to add it. Now I'm going to also be adding this new color here. It's called Tide Pool. And it's from Craftsmart. It's the multi-surface satin. So it paints on multi-surfaces, okay? Love this paint, guys. I had to go out yesterday and buy like some more black and white because I did run out of those colors. I'm going to also be adding the new color in Sherry, which is also from Craftsmart, by the way. Okay, and let's see here. There we go. And I'm probably going to add a little bit of the buff. Okay. Maybe some of this peacock color. If I can get it out. I do have another bottle of this somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll just use something different. Anyway, I'm going to add like some yellow in there too. Like yellow too. Oh, these sometimes these tops are hard to come off. All right, so I have these colors right here, okay? I have a total of 6 colors. At some point, maybe I'll add another color in, but I'm just going to go ahead and get started with these. Now, I am trying to figure out whether I want to use my black marker to create some dimensions on here or my green one. And I am very fascinated by the green at the moment. However, I'm going to wait to do the green. I'm going to go ahead. And I also have red, y'all. So at some point you're going to see red, you're going to see blue, you're going to see all kinds of things. Actually, you guys already seen a blue. Okay, so remember what I told you guys. If you guys don't have a ruler, you can take like a cardboard piece of paper, something like this, and you can use it to, you know, draw your lines or whatever it is you want to do. So I don't really know how I want to do this right now. We're just going to go with the flow. So I'm going to start off by doing something like that. Okay. I like that. Don't know why, but I do. I'm going to do it over this way too. And then I'm going to do it this way as well. And we're just going to go just like that. And we're going to keep going like that. Okay. We're going to go where the creativity takes us on tonight. Where we don't have any specific thing going on, guys. Okay. We're just going to do what we do here. All right. Will I be using flowers? Will I be using rhinestones? Don't know. My job right now is to simply start painting. So, what do I want to start with? Well, what intrigues me the most is this color right here. That Tide Pool Blue. Love this color. Reminds me of some of the water that's in Hawaii. Their water is so beautiful. Now, I haven't been there in I haven't been to Hawaii, guys, since I was 16 years old. I think it's time for me to go back. My mother and I went. She took me for my 16th birthday. Okay, now, what I'm thinking is, hey, do I want to paint all of these blue? And what do I want to make that middle part? Let's go with it. Let's just go with it. Because obviously I have an idea in my brain that I need to paint out. Guys, sometimes you just have an idea in your brain that need to be painted out or need to be crafted out in some form or fashion. Do it. It doesn't have to make sense. Just do it. Guys, I am going to put in my description, and also I'm going to pin a comment also in the comment section where to get the supplies that I am using, in case you all want to know. I am an Amazon associate, and I do benefit from you guys ordering from the link, okay? Alrighty, look at this, guys. I think this is so gorgeous. Now, this makes me want to just paint one by itself without anything on it, just because I like that blue. This blue is fire. Don't y'all agree? It's one of my newer colors. Alright, so we're doing this. And I love the way that this paint is painting. I use various kinds, guys. This is the first time I'm kind of using the multi-surface. Well, I might have another one, but I don't use it much. All right, so we're going to put that aside real quick, and then we're just going to go to the other side. We're going to do the same thing here. And guys, don't worry about if you go over the lines, because again, we can go redefine the lines later. Okay? Right now, we're just, getting started. Shut the door to perfection. You're going to hear me say it all the time. And I do say it all the time because, guys, I'm also reminding myself, I developed being a perfectionist when I was going through some things as a teen around my singing. And many people don't know that I was born with problems with my ear. And sometimes I would hear rhythm, sometimes I wouldn't. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. I almost went deaf as a child. I had to have an operation to get my adenoids and tonsils removed. And what wind up happening is I still deal with ringing in my ears from time to time. And oftentimes, couldn't hear a lot. And I know that God gave me a voice to sing, and I was frustrated because sometimes I wouldn't sing very well, and I just went through a lot of things. And then I had people that mocked me and said all kind of cruel things, and dealing with certain cliques and all that inside the church and all of that. And what wind up happening was they would compare me to people that were non-singers. And these people couldn't sing, but they would root them on. But as far as me, they would basically just, make fun of me, and didn't know that I had a hearing issue. And, as time went on, I developed this perfectionist spirit. So I learned how to sing really well a cappella. Because I was like, I'm tired of being embarrassed by musicians, and I'm tired of them saying mean and nasty things to me. So I developed a spirit of perfectionism at that point, because I didn't want people to judge me. So that's why you hear me a lot of times talk about perfectionism. Don't involve yourself in that, because it keeps going and going and going, and then it never stops. And constantly makes you have to be perfect at everything, and it doesn't give you room to make a mistake. Well, I was dealing with people that, you know, didn't give me room to make a mistake, but they would give other people room to make a mistake, but not me. Okay, so that's why I talked to you about that. And I had to, you know, I had to get out of it and break it for years. And what wind up happening is when people found out that I did have a hearing issue, they felt stupid. And that's why I say, you know, never base somebody off of yourself, or judge somebody, because you never know what people are going through. You just don't. You don't know their troubles. You don't know any of that. And I feel like if a person is struggling at something, maybe you should ask them, how can you be of service? And how can you help? All right, so you guys see I have decided to go with the yellow. I don't know why I went with the yellow, guys, but again, it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm just painting and having a good time. And it's going to turn out to be what it's going to turn out to be. And we will find out shortly what that is. Okay. Alrighty. So again, we're just going like this. I really should have my other brush because it will get between the grooves a little bit better. But again, I don't care about that. I'm just having a good time. Painting really relaxes me. That's why I like doing it. And half the time, I don't know what I'm doing. But I enjoy it. How about that? Alrighty. There we go. So this is what I've done thus far. So I don't know what else I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do some, how about like some little, I don't know, polka dots going through it. Just a little weird mix. We're just going to mix it up today. We're just going to make it into what I think I want it to be. And I think what I want here is I want to add some little black dots around here somewhere. Okay. So let's see. Forgive my dog barking in the background. She's on guard duty. She takes her job very seriously. All right. So I'm going to add some dots right in here. Yep. I don't know why I want to add dots, but I'm going to add them. So what I'm using to do my dots with is I'm just using the back of the paintbrush. Guys, you don't need any fancy tool. Just use the back of a paintbrush or maybe a pencil eraser. And then I actually have this one little thing that does do dots, but right now I'm not using it. I'm just using this right here. Alrighty, there we go. And you can always do that to make the dot bigger. Okay, you just add more paint. And of course, I'm going to let that dry a little bit. This reminds me of a little superhero thing. This is crazy. Or a cartoon. There we go. There we go. Guys, you can make earrings to look like whatever you want your earrings to look like. They don't have to look like everybody else's stuff. Make something unique. Even if it's foreign to somebody else, so what? One of the things that I think about a lot of times, we have, you know, we have too much concern about what other people think about us. It's really none of our business what they think about us, period. They can think whatever they want. Just like if you're going to be whatever you're going to be in life, you don't need nobody's acceptance. Stop looking for it. Okay, there we go. And so that's why most of the time I do like my videos and I do like random stuff because that's just me. And I messed that one up, but I don't care. Because I'll go over here and do the same thing like it was a part of this design. Okay, there we go. So guys, of course I'm going to let this dry. It needs to dry. And then we can kind of figure out what we're going to do next. Okay. Okay. So what I am going to do, I am going to redefine my lines. Okay. So I redefine my lines. Okay. Those are going to be cute. Because what I now will do, I'm just finna do something really crazy, y'all. So just follow along. I told y'all, I'm in that place. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Whatever is in my brain, I think. Okay, this is what I've decided. They're still not quite dry. The dots are still drying. So I'm gonna move on to the next project. I'm gonna do these. So I want to just do this one blue, guys, because I like the blue color. I really love that blue. So I'm just going to make a blue pair of earrings. But what I'll do is either I'm going to put like some rhinestones on it or maybe a flower. But most likely I might do some rhinestones. Okay. Alrighty. Now, if you guys are enjoying these videos, please go ahead and like and subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know that you're enjoying these videos because I'm definitely enjoying bringing these type of videos to you. Also, if you like the music in the video, let me know because some of my videos I'm going to incorporate music where I'm just doing the painting. Sometimes we need to just be able to paint without speaking, you know? Just, it's like a real workspace. Like you just work and no talk. And sometimes I like doing that. Okay, I'm going to push this out. This is one of those canvases that when they pre-drilled a hole, they left a part of the particle in there. Of the wood. What will become of these blanks right here? Hello. What are we going to do with these, y'all? Okay, this is quite nice. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side to let that dry. I'm going to clean off my brush. And then maybe I'll do, let's see, I have an idea in my brain. So I'm just going to always go with the idea in my brain. Yeah, the line that I just drew don't make sense, but we're going to see where it goes. I kind of messed up on that one, guys, but oh well. There. All right. And then I'll do something like this. I know y'all like, where are you going with that? I don't know. That's a point of creativity. Don't know. We just gonna go with it. How about that? All right, so what am I gonna work with? What colors? What colors? What colors? Multifaceted colors. Let's see what we're working with, y'all. Okay, clean off the brush. Alrighty. Let's add some of this in there. Let's do the side. Healthy portion of the cherry red. I'm gonna also put some over here too so we can. Okay. I like the way that looks so far. What projects are you guys working on? And if I do a painting challenge or a bead challenge, are y'all up for the task? Let me know. Cool. All right. Okay. So let's see. What do I want to do with this? I don't know. Okay. Design, guys, even when it doesn't make sense, okay? Just design. You know what I realized? I have created the most craziest things, and people loved it. I didn't, but they did. And that's why I always say that beauty is really in the eye of the beholder. You're going to hear me say that quite frequently because it's really true. There's a lot of things I've created and I did not like them, but somebody else did. And when I was getting ready to... So what I was saying, guys, I got cut off, so I have to come back. I was just saying that some of the things that I've created, I didn't feel was the best. And I had this one particular bracelet that I was actually getting ready to dismantle, because sometimes what I do is if it doesn't sell on the market or nobody looks at it or whatever, I'll dismantle it and make something else out of it. I'll recycle it. And this particular moment, I was on Poshmark and I was getting ready to do that, and I started showing the item. And all of a sudden, a person on there that I know, they was like, "Oh no, I want that." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, I like those colors. And it was the most random colors, guys. And I'm not kidding you. I mean, the most random, weirdest colors that I had ever put together. Yet, somebody else had wanted it. And so, I said all of that to say that, you know, sometimes we think we're creating the most ugliest thing and somebody will want it because they find beauty in it. So don't second guess yourself. Don't, you know, um, sell yourself short. Okay? Now, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. Guys, I'm just in a painting mode. It's not like I have a rhyme or a reason right now. I just want to paint something. It don't even have to look good, make sense, or none of the above. All right. All right, what color am I going to use? I think I'm going to put some a little neutral color in there just to calm it down maybe a little bit. And I put too much on there, but that's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Sometimes it happens. Uh-huh. Okay. We're going to add some down here, too. And I like that. I really do. For whatever odd reason. Who knows? Okay, we're going to add some down here, too. Kind of calms it down a little bit, don't you think? What great work will you do here? And yeah, I did cover up the black spot a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to redefine it later. Okay. All right, so I added a little something something to it. Okay. And I'm just watching both sides. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, so I've added this buff to it. The buff kind of calms it down just a tad. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, just a little bit. We're not going to prolong it. I'm going to go on to the next one. Okay, my next one I'm going to paint is going to be white. Just going to do straight white. And what I might wind up doing is doing some form of decor on here. And this is also by Craft Smart. The white I'm using is multi-surface as well. Has a great finish, basically, what I'm noticing thus far. This will probably be the last one I'm painting on camera, and then you have to wait to see what I'm going to do with all of these. Because this is only the beginning of me painting the surface. We will see. What becomes of these star planks? Maybe I'll draw a face on it. Maybe I'll put a flower on it. We don't know. But stay tuned. And remember, guys, don't lead with perfection. Lead with creativity. Don't lead with perfection. Lead with creativity. I will see you in the next video.
Earring blank girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings design blank girl. Watch me make wearable art. Custom, unique, exclusive designs with her